Hey guys, it's Matt Lloyd. I am actually dangling about 100 feet in the Costa Rica rainforest right now. We're about to head off on a zip line. I want to officially welcome you to, or invite you to, the next Platinum Mastermind, which we are doing early 2014 here in Costa Rica. Welcome to Costa Rica. We're here on the beach. As you can see, we've got a little band playing here. Oh, right side, yeah. We drive on the left side in Australia, so it's a little bit hard to get used to. This is what you'll be doing. You come to Platinum, we'll be sitting here on the beach, have whatever you want, have a beer, relax. So I came to Costa Rica a few months ago and I stayed at about 5 different resorts trying to find the perfect one for Platinum. I wanted it to resonate with wealth, because that's really what Platinum is all about. And I settled on this one called the Rio Palace, and it literally is a palace. It's a massive resort. It's brand new. When you walk in, you're just going to be stunned by, the elegance of it. We're going to be spending 5 days, 6 nights at the palace. You're going to have a luxury suite. You're going to love it. Hey guys, we're at the Rio Palace. We're about to go on a little tour, so come along. Let's see this place. Alright guys, so this is our first stop on the tour. As you can see, there's not 4, 5 or 6 pools, there's actually 7 pools all around us. And you can see right there, there's actually a pool bar too, so you'll be able to come down, or you can drink, or you can eat. Everything's taken care of, and you'll have plenty of time to relax. Cheers. It's good. So guys, we're actually here at the steakhouse. This is one of 5 restaurants around the palace, and you can come here. As you can see, we've got the ocean behind us, so you'll be able to come here during sunset, have a nice juicy steak, then the next night go to any of the other 5 restaurants. So as you can see, this is one of the jacuzzi suites. See the nice bed there. It's actually got a jacuzzi right out there on the balcony. You're going to arrive here. If you want to get in here, you'll fuel this up, hot water, have a cocktail, have a glass of wine, whatever you want, and just relax. You're overlooking the ocean, the pools. It's beautiful. If you don't want to be outside in the jacuzzi, you got one right here as well. Big walk-in shower, everything. Guys, here we are in the ballroom here at the Rio Palace. Now, it might not look like a lot. This is actually 1/3 of it. So they're going to open up the walls. We're going to get about 200 Platinum members in here. Over 5 days and 6 nights, you're going to be hearing from some of the best and brightest minds in terms of wealth creation, investing, tax strategies, everything you've ever wanted to know about keeping and making more money. If you're thinking about bringing your kids, bring them. Every single night they have this show going on. I'm actually standing here in a set, so there's always something to keep them entertained. And now I'm actually on the adult stage. So for the adults, every single night they have a show going on. They have things like Grease. Tonight they've got Michael Jackson. So always good times. This is right on our doorstep here at the resort. It's beautiful. And at night, you know that the Costa Ricans know how to party. There's going to be clubs, casinos. Trust me, you want to be here. It's going to be a lot of fun. In late April, early May, we're going to be bringing about 200 Platinum members here. We're going to all come in, we're all going to meet, and for 5 days, 6 nights, you are going to be learning from some of the best and brightest minds in wealth creation and becoming financially free for the rest of your life. You know, we have people in MOBE who are approaching over $500,000 in commissions, and some of those people have been doing it for only about a year. So people are starting to make decent money, and you yourself, you might have started to make your first few commissions. The next question is, what do you do with that money? For about 98% of the population, they spend their lives working for money. However, for about 2% of the population, they find ways to make their money work for them. They're able to invest their money and have it compound, and literally their money is a slave to them rather than the other way around. What we're going to do is we're going to advise you on the best asset classes in 2014 to be putting your money into. These are the kind of income opportunities that aren't available to the general public. You just don't get access to this kind of stuff. It's not like you read about this on the news or you hear about it watching TV. These are the kind of investment opportunities that you only get access to if you're an insider. The speakers that we're going to be bringing in are insiders. These are the kind of people who have very large sums of money, some of them up to hundreds of millions of dollars. Very wealthy people, and they really know what they're doing. And they're going to be sharing with you investment opportunities that you just don't usually hear about. And believe it or not, you don't have to be making a lot of money to become a millionaire. You really don't. It's more about how you manage your money. That's one thing I learned. It's not how much money you make. A big part of it is how much money you keep. If you'd told me 3 or 4 years ago that I would be flying around the world, putting on masterminds in Fiji, Cabo San Lucas, Costa Rica, and living this kind of lifestyle, I just wouldn't have believed you. But that's what's possible when you get the money part of your life right, and that's what you're going to learn at Platinum. So here I am, I'm here with our tour guide Minor. This is the fun part of my job. You know, I get to come to these places, all of these resorts, and I get to design this experience for you. So what we're about to go and do now, we're about to go and do some fun activities like ATVs, horse riding, kayaking. So, you know, we can put together this whole experience so when you get here, you love it. So let's go. So guys, one of the activities you'll be able to do is golf. Now, I myself, I'm not much of a golfer, but I'm gonna attempt this. Let's see. Straight out. Straight out into the bush. One of the other activities you'll be able to do, again, horse riding. So if you're not into like all the adrenaline stuff, you can get on a horse, go for a ride. This is what you could be doing. You could be on these horses. So why should you come to the Platinum Mastermind in Costa Rica? Well, let me tell you a few reasons. So for myself, when I got into internet marketing, it took me a number of years to start making decent cash flow. But around early 2011, that's when I started having my first big months. I had my first $15,000 month. 2 months later, $45,000. Next month, $81,000, and it just went up exponentially. It was kind of crazy. And I'd never had that kind of money in my life before. So to be honest with you, I was a little bit uncomfortable with it. I really had to change my mindset around money and get comfortable having large sums of money. And then I also had to ask the question, well, what do I do with it next? Do I leave it sitting in the bank, or do I put that money to work so those dollars go out there and they bring me back more dollars? And that's exactly what I started focusing on. Over the past few years, I've become very, very passionate about wealth creation. People think I'm all about internet marketing, and I am, but what I love even more is wealth creation. I'm going to be sharing with you how I managed to make and hang on to millions of dollars in this industry and put that money to work for me. So for the more extreme-minded of you, if you don't want to go on the horse, you've also got the ATVs. You'll be cruising around the jungles of Costa Rica, and they go pretty quick. So, you know, if you're into adrenaline, this is definitely more up your alley. So guys, one of the other activities you'll be able to do is kayaking. So if this is what you're interested in, We've got the ocean, you'll be able to go out, have a look around. It'll be great fun. One of the main things we're going to be looking at is wealth psychology. Chances are, if you don't have a lot of money at this point in your life, at some level you are uncomfortable with money. Now that might sound a little bit strange, but most of the population I find, as soon as they come into large sums of money, they get rid of it. Okay, it's like when people win the lottery, you go and see them 3, 4, 5 years later, and they're right back to square one. What we need to do is we need to change your beliefs around money, how you think about it, how you associate with it, so that when you start making really good money, you're able to hang on to it and you're able to multiply it. So one of the other activities you'll be able to do is zip lining. Right now, I'm about 100 feet up in the air in the Costa Rican rainforest. I'm about to head down about 200 feet that way. I'll see you down the other side. This place is about 30 minutes away from the resort, so we'll spend an entire afternoon here. You know, you'll be able to do whatever you want. You can rent out a scooter like this. The biggest difference between me now and me 3 years ago is that I'm still doing deals, but these deals just have a lot more zeros behind them. We're going to look at the art of deal making. Look at Donald Trump, for example. Love him or hate him, he's very, very good at making deals, and he does multi-billion-dollar deals. You've got to get comfortable with doing deals on that scale. You're also going to look at negotiation. Negotiation is a huge part of wealth creation. I have a saying in my life, I never pay retail for anything. I always get things at wholesale prices, always. I always negotiate hard whenever there's an expense in my business. And what I want to do is I want to train you to operate that way, because believe me, you will save yourself a lot of money if you learn how to negotiate the right way. Right behind me, this is one of the beautiful beaches in Costa Rica. You can see there's a lot of surfing. It's got a different feel to it. Like, you just come here and everyone's relaxed. Everyone's just having a good time. But you know, when you get here, we'll be able to come spend half a day here and you'll just be able to do your own thing. You know, if you want to sit on the beach, relax, talk to me, talk to any of the other speakers, meet the top earners in M.O.B.E. Everyone's going to be here. We're just going to have a good time. Cheers. Another thing we're going to be looking at is how to go away from working in your business to working on your business, and eventually packaging up your business and selling it for a multiple of earnings. That's what very wealthy people do when they really go and invest and start businesses. The best ones are able to package those businesses up and sell them for millions and millions of dollars. We're about to go surfing. I've actually done it once or twice before, had lessons. People think, you know, being Australian, I should be a natural at it. But I'm not. But yeah, we're gonna see if I can stand up. mean, so as you can see, you're going to be learning so much when it comes to wealth creation that, look, the cost of you missing out on this information could be millions and millions of dollars over the rest of your life. I know that sounds like a big claim. I'm not exaggerating. Think about it. If you don't get this information, the next few decades aren't going to be much different from the past few decades. So you owe it to yourself to get to Costa Rica early 2014, get positioned as a Platinum Mastermind member, be eligible to start making the $5,000 commissions, make 3 sales and the investment's paid for itself. But whatever you do, guys, get here, upgrade, become Platinum. I want to see you in Costa Rica. I want to shake your hand. Life is better when you're a Platinum member.